Today on the Celestial War.
Citizens of the Sunken City, I am the Rook, your new ruler. Rejoice! You have been liberated from your dragon overlord by the ever-powerful and merciful Queen. On this day, I have slain the dragon.
He looks over to somebody.
With this.
And you see the wizard hand him the device. And he picks up the rod. And he goes,
This is a weapon forged by the ancients, and I have used it on this day in the name of the Queen.
time when we left off, these guys over here got into a little bit of trouble. So we're going to pick it up right from there and see what happens.
Oh boy, a little bit, huh?
Trouble.
So much trouble.
Everyone's a little worried right now.
A little bit.
I'm very worried. That was
Yeah.
bad news last week.
Bad news, Bears. You all wake up. You are on the back of a cart. The car's just rolling along. And you kind of like start sitting up a little bit, and you realize that your hands are bound and your legs are bound to a center bar going down the middle of a cart. You see everyone is with you. You see all of your items are actually on a cart in the front of your cart. So it's your cart with all of you guys and some other people. Another cart with all the weapons and the items. And then you see like a main cart like coming along with, like you can go inside of it, and there's like maybe like 4 or 6 horses in front. You can't really tell from where you are. On the sides are a lot of soldiers, probably about 15, 16 soldiers all around. They got bows and arrows in their backs. They have the swords on them. These are the same soldiers that picked you up. You even hear one or two of the soldiers talking about it. He goes, oh yeah, and then I went over to the half giant and boom, one hit. He goes, right down, half giant killer. And the other guy's like, that was amazing. I saw it. So they're talking about the whole thing, and you guys realize that he must have been out for a while. So that sucked.
It was still bad now.
So you could take
Not much better.
You could take 3 hours of, well, you're up at full. You're up at full. Okay. So put your hit points back to normal. Now you guys are brought into the city, and you see the city is a lot calmer than you left it. So this is probably about 16 hours after that assault.
Wow.
And it looks like it's over. So as you come in through the north gate.
Time of day?
It is now probably, I'd say around noon, actually. So if you look over here on the map, you'll see the north gate. You guys are coming down through here. And the cart, when I tell you the next part of the story, the cart kind of stops here near the water fountain. On all these buildings, here, on top of here, and is all a lot of soldiers. It looks like one of those World War II shots where all the soldiers are just hanging out, like they just won, they just came in, rolled in on the town. They're all over the place. Must be thousands of soldiers squashed into a smaller area. In the ground, around the fountain, and you guys are coming in through the sea of everybody, is the people who've been defeated. These are the citizens of Sunken City, and they look bloody. There's like ash on their face. There's rubble. Some people have cuts and wounds. Some people have a broken arm, and they're all just standing in like a sea of people. And you guys get through because they kind of move apart from you guys. As they go into the city, you see a wizard walk through the crowd, kind of like anxiously, and he walks up to one of the lead guys and he says something to him. The guy nods. They go back together and they look through it and they grab the device. And the wizard takes it, like nods, very excited, and walks off to it and makes his way through the crowd. You kind of lose him for a little bit. You guys pull up, and you pull up into the sea of everything. It's kind of like you got the best spot in Woodstock. Someone just rolls you into the middle where the engineer is, and you're kind of just sitting there looking at everything. And you see high up at one of the buildings, a figure walks up. And the figure looks like he's in this like glorious plate mail armor, has all these cool emblems on it and things like that, and he stands in front of the entire crowd, and the soldiers start cheering him. basically reveling in their victory they just had. And all the slaves look like they're obviously very upset, trying to deal with what's going on. So he stands up. You see, he puts his hands up, and all the soldiers are quieting down, and the townspeople, the citizens are already not making a sound. And all of a sudden, he speaks.
Citizens of the sunken city, I am the Rook, your new ruler. Rejoice! You have been liberated from your dragon overlord by the ever-powerful and merciful queen. On this day, I have slain the dragon.
He looks over to somebody,
With this,
and you see the wizard hand him the device. And he picks up the rod. And he goes,
this is a weapon forged by the ancients, and I have used it on this day in the name of the queen. Today, you all begin your road to join the queen's glorious kingdom. Under her rule, you will embrace order and peace. But first, we must together defeat those that would threaten us. The Red Knights. Sunken City, you will help us build engines of war, weapons, and armor for our soldiers. Help us willingly, and not only will you not be harmed, but you will be made full citizens at the end of this war. Defy us, and you will be executed as traitors. I welcome you all to the new world of Indaria!
and all the soldiers chop in. They cheer, and you see all the citizens just looking around, very uncomfortable, not knowing what to do. He takes the rod and kind of shows it up, and the rod like glows a little bit. Kind of gives you like a weird, dark, terrible feeling inside that this thing is in this guy's hands. And you feel almost that like when it glows, you feel a little bit in you, kind of the same pulse and everything else. It kind of reminds you of what happened there and the light that hit you all. He steps off, and like he kind of like, you see him grabs a figure, smaller, hard for you to see who it is, and motions him forward. And you see it's Olin, the mayor of Sunken City, or at least the prior mayor of Sunken City. Olin walks up and he goes,
Yes, everyone, listen to me. I officially declare all of you to bow to our new ruler, the Rook, and to the Queen. Thank you. Thank you.
and he walks off. And you see people are just like, I hate this guy, this guy's the worst, blah, blah, blah. You know, never liked him to begin with, I like him less now.
If they only knew.
So people are upset. So you guys are in this, and there's a little commotion, and it looks like on the outside, you guys are in the middle, looks like on the outskirts, they're starting to assign people already where they're going to go and where they're going to work and things like that. You guys are in the cart. There are three other people with you. One is a soldier, it looks like, from the Sunken City. Another one, he has his armor on but not his weapon. Another one is a blacksmith, like a middle-aged woman, and there's a few kids. Okay? They're all with you. They seem to be like waking up. They're half out of it and looking around. Role play.
How you feeling over there?
Well, better now. How about you?
Same.
I really don't know what we're gonna do here. That's not good. I don't know this guy. I've never heard of him before. But being the fact that he just lied, one, claiming that he had a device this whole time, two, that he killed the dragon with it, and three,
not good.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. He just took the device from us right now. And three, that he has it. That's really bad. I don't know exactly what that does. I really don't. But I do know that it's very powerful. And I don't think that he should be having it.
Well, they seem to have stopped killing people for the moment.
That's good.
What's a bonus?
If we agree to work for them, perhaps we can get a chance to escape again.
You guys do keep feeling like when the crystal glows, do you feel something within you too? What do you think that means?
I feel something in me. I think it's a bullet.
No, it went right through. Don't worry.
Clean wound.
Never gonna let it go.
Well, it's only been a couple hours. At least wait
He's
a
only
day.
been conscious
Dude,
about
it was
20
3
minutes.
hours ago. Let it go.
Two.
That's
How are we bound?
Yes.
Is it ropes?
I'm
Is it
still for getting
manacles?
out of here.
Is it?
Sooner or
It's
later.
manacles around this bar.
Okay,
Goes
so it's
down.
manacles. All right.
Yes. High intelligence,
my
3 and
armor.
above. Raise your hand.
What was that?
High intelligence, 3 and above. Your first thought is you're looking at this like they obviously had to come off the boat with this thing because it's an odd like modification to a cart. Like
Right.
this, you could tell immediately this plan was planned after the beginning, right to the end, where soldiers were supposed to go around like you saw,
Right.
and not only go around but get on the roads and go out and cut people in
Yeah.
escaping.
Yeah, they had these vehicles. Like they had these vehicles ready to do exactly what they did. They didn't just have a plan of attack. They had a plan of invasion and a plan of occupation. And this is phase 1. So
Oh, well, that's great because I have absolutely no intention of staying in the city.
yeah, but
I don't know about you guys, but
I guess my point is that they, like, it's not going to be as easy as just getting out. Clearly, because we already tried that once and it didn't work. Like, they have plans to bring people back. They're anticipating that. So we have to, whatever we do, we have to make sure that we do it the right way this time.
that's nice.
Wait,
Well,
you want to get the rod back too, right?
Yeah.
I don't know about
I
that.
gotta tell you this: either I get that rod back, or I'm not going back. Because I'm not going back. It's a failure.
they do have plans to attack the realm of the Red Knight.
Yeah.
Perhaps at that point, create a distraction.
We saw the Red Knight's army about a month ago. They were marching across the desert. I don't know where they are now.
Which direction were they going?
I don't remember.
I think back towards the city. We actually saw them twice. So I think we saw them march away from the city, like far in the distance, and then much closer marching back.
Does it look like the guards have any intentions of letting us off this
It,
cart?
it looks
anytime soon?
like they are waiting just for the crowds to clear out. Like they've just reached a traffic jam with all the refugees. And
I want to try to break my manacles.
okay, you can already see they're very strong, but you try to see if you can be stronger. You start pulling on it. Make a roll.
Strength check?
Yes, absolutely. And I think you get a advantage on strength check, so
do.
you can try again. And this is your results after trying even for a long time. It's like you tried,
17.
17 is with the modifiers and everything.
I rolled a 13, plus my strength is a 4, 17.
Okay,
total.
so you do it, and you didn't break it, but you do feel like you wore it out a little bit. Okay, a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so the crowds are basically kind of moving along, and they start moving the cart, and you're kind of getting a little bit there faster than everybody else because the cart is making its way. When you get to a certain point, you start hearing what's going on. The dwarf, it looks like a blacksmith. Easily, you could tell. Kind of stands up, looks over. He goes, "Oh, what is this nonsense? What are they going to make us do?" He goes, "I just got out of this place. It's ridiculous." He's just kind of pissed, looking around. One of the women goes to their children. She tries to put little children around, and the guard looks up and looks around, and finally you see his face clearly, and you realize you know him.
Is it the guy who drew the map? No.
He sees you and he goes, "Oh, hey, this is a fine mess."
It certainly is.
What happened in the city?
Oh my, it was terrible. So they started coming in. By the time I'm at the East Gate, and by the time that we got word of what's going on, many people were fleeing. So I want to say a couple thousand people made it out into the desert. I don't think they got everybody, but they went out there. The army started reaching us. Me and a bunch of soldiers started defending the people getting out there. We were backed out of the gate, probably about a quarter mile in the battle, and eventually they overtake us. I got knocked out somewhere along the line.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't die.
I'm kind of worried about my family, though. I don't know what happened to them inside.
They were still in the city?
Yeah, I was just on my post, and then it happened. The fog seemed like the fog rolled in first, And then the firing started, and it was hard to even tell what was going on.
There's like a fog rolled in. We were
Very quickly, yeah. And then I heard there were a lot of weird noises at the ports, crashing sounds and such.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, explosions, and we waited to see what the word was, and then we got one of the criers made their way through the street and said what was happening. We're under attack, and it was out of nowhere.
Yeah, we saw the battle in the sea, and it was just devastation. There was wizards coming in as well as ships. It was
Oh, I haven't even seen the sea yet.
and we tried to make our way north. Didn't work out either.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if any of my squad survived either.
No, I hope your family is all right.
Thank you. I hope they will let us at least try to see them.
Well, I don't know. I get the feeling they're gonna give you more leniency if you swear allegiance to them.
I found this guitar. They let me keep it.
Man, you were totally in the wrong field.
Yeah.
You're
an artist.
You're a master artist.
I find it helps me get through the difficult times.
You're like, easy.
If this guy could play this well with his hands manacled, I can only imagine how he plays. He's with them free.
I play high in the fretboard around the 20th fret. But as I was saying, I hope my family is safe somewhere in this sunken city.
Hey, I like that song. That's a good tune.
Oh my gosh.
As sad a song it is, it's lifting us spirits.
Antonio Banderas just comes walking out.
Let me just
What's in the guitar case?
put that away. You see, a soldier comes over to him and he looks at him and he goes, "Give me that." He goes, "Oh, all I have are my art and my painting and my music."
And my guarding.
And now you have nothing.
So they move you closer to the outskirts of.
So occupation.
Some people have hidden talents. At the outskirts of the people, and you hear one of the guards is saying, "Okay, some of you will be moving into the mines. Some of you will be moving into the woods to chop the wood, and some of you will be acting as runners. Others for many other jobs. When you come to me, we will assess you, and then you'll be doing that job. If you try to defect, you will be killed. We have plenty of workers. Don't make us kill you." You guys get closer, and eventually you are taken off of the bar, and they just fix the chains. So they actually take off your manacles for 1 second. You all can close your eyes and raise your hand if you try to escape. Maybe by yourself, maybe with everybody else. I'll give you 6 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay? You can all open your eyes now and see you try to escape. Brooke.
Wow.
Brooke's so upset with herself right now.
Thanks.
Okay, so
I
all of a
just
sudden,
I want it over quickly, you know. So let's just do this. I've always wanted to be the center of attention, so it seems like now's my chance. Great.
wow.
This is
Brooke,
one way to put on a show, right, you guys?
I did not think Brooke was going to try to escape. So, okay, Brooke.
That's the gutsiest bard.
So they take you off. They pull you off of the
Go
bar,
you. That's
and as they
bad.
do, you make an attempt to kind of just like acrobat your way over and just try to go through the crowd. Roll
Okay.
20, set a die.
I'm almost hoping she rolls a 1 and just falls
I don't
down.
know what I'm hoping. I don't know what to.
And just
The one might be the best thing.
It would
Come on.
have. It would have been.
How could
I
that
think
be?
it would have been. But I rolled a 9. So
I feel like natural 20 is the most dangerous thing, right?
yeah.
A 9.
she got
A
away.
9.
Okay, you get up onto your feet, and the guard just takes the hilt of the sword. And one of the other guards, you lose that one guard for 1 second, and another sword just goes, poof, it just
Knocks
bashes you
me
right
out.
to the face.
Okay.
You take 3 damage. So you literally see the birds around your head,
Okay.
and
Great.
the guy takes you and just closes the manacle on you again. Okay,
I was
so
dizzy. I didn't need anything.
you guys
That's what
walk
it was.
up, and they see you. He goes, "What is your name?
I am Arky Fint,
And what is your trade here? If you work in the town, what is your trade?"
Master Craftsman.
Ah, craftsman. Very good. Do you have a place of your own here, or do you work for someone else? Where do you work?
I own the workshop in town.
Ah, okay. Okay, you'll be on crafting duty. You're doing what you're good at. Next, who are you?
Hogar.
Is that your sound or is that your name?
It is my name.
Okay, Hogard, do you have any skills?
I am a ranger.
The ranger, okay. Wood duty, chopping wood. Next, who are you?
I am Botorius Lowbridge, son of Godin.
You're a dwarf. Do you work in the mine or something?
I do.
Who are you? This one tried to escape. I don't like her. That's fine. What happened?
I'm Abyssia Blackwater.
Great. Do you have any abilities?
I
Skills?
do. I do.
What?
I can sing.
Don't need that. What else can you do?
And I can work on a ship.
Work on a ship.
Like singing on a ship.
Put her in the kitchen. Next. Put her on sandwich duty. What's your name?
Perfect. Thistle. I'm Thistle.
And Thistle, what skills do you have?
I'm a child?
You're a child. You look like
I'm
a halfling. How old are you, though?
16.
Okay, you're old enough to work. What skills do you have?
I don't really have any.
Put them in the mines. Next.
My name is Findelor Lockdown.
Ooh, if this guy has a fancy name. Oh, fancy name guy. Yes.
Very true.
Stop saying what I say. So, what are your abilities, skills? You look like a wizard to me, obviously. You're wearing robes.
I have some skill in wizardry. I'm also I'm very good at
Okay, put him
assessing
in the
land.
What?
It's not. It may be useful to you or
Land
not,
abatement.
but I do have other skills.
He writes it down. He goes, wait, so you assess land?
Right. I try and find what is the most appropriate place for people to find new places to live. Since you are.
That's actually oddly appropriate for
Yeah.
exactly what's going on. Put him in this guy in the government building.
All right. See you later, everyone.
Out of game. Never would have thought that would have been useful in the back. Never, ever, ever, never, ever. As he's saying to it, all I'm thinking I was like, we could use that. We could use that. Oh, we could definitely use that.
Wait, realtor? I got this.
He's the only realtor in the entire city.
The only realtor in Dungeons and Dragons.
Ever. So, for those of you that don't know, Tom's character was a realtor in his first half of his life, and then he was pulled into the wizardhood by a wizard in the tower in the Elven realm. And
Perfect.
Importance of backstory, ladies and gentlemen. The importance of backstory.
Yep.
All right. So have fun working, everyone.
Okay, so
Yes.
they split you up, and your first thought is a lot of people you just met. Some of you know each other, but as you're being separated, you kind of feel the separation, and you're kind of like, you kind of felt a little bit of the family vibe already, even though you kind of melted.
We did.
Cut!
We really did melt into each other.
We were melting.
So you got, I'm going to go with it. You melted into each other.
We did. We
and
were.
therefore,
Into each
you
other's
felt
hearts.
the family vibe, and you melted all over each other.
Just enough for s'mores, you know?
You're so screwy. You love each other.
We're gooey
There.
and golden all over
Said it.
each other.
I said it. I meant it. That's why I said it. Okay. So you feel the separation, and then you move on.
Right here.
So you were all separated. Okay.
I do have a quick question when they separate us.
You feel the gooey. Yeah, I said
Yes,
that.
yes,
I
yes,
covered that. Did I cover that part?
Yes.
The cheesy gooiness?
Do they
Oh.
have,
The
do they have
Gruyere.
guards? Do they have guards like lead us away? Are we dragged away? Like how? Like
You're following like a line of guards. You're never like anywhere
Alone.
away from like 30 guards at this time.
okay.
So they separate you, and you guys are put into different areas of the city. As you're being ferried around the city, now you're all alone. Within like 30 seconds, you're all by yourselves.
Actually, we should be
Yeah,
together.
together.
Straight- Oh yeah, sorry, you two are together. So besides you two, does anybody want to make an action, take a turn, do anything?
Do you see what happens with the cart with our
Yeah, that was my
Items.
next question actually.
You look back at the cart, and you do see to take your items off. You have no idea where they're going.
Not good. Not good.
Anyone do anything? No.
I
Okay.
try to give a
I-
look. I was just gonna say, I just wanted to like make eye contact, maybe with you.
Yeah, at this time, as I told you, you're already away from them, except for Vin.
all right.
Is there is there anybody actually giving the guards any type of trouble anywhere?
No.
Damn.
After they saw
They
how
just came out-
Abyssia was treated.
Everyone, you guys just came back into town, and you're exhausted. You've been through a lot. You just woke up at being unconscious. These people have been through
War.
16 hours of just war. They're exhausted, and they're just following. And there's so many guards around that, like, what are you gonna do?
Okay.
Okay, so they're pulling you around. They pull you into all different stuff. If you go to the mines, they put you into the mines, they put you in detail, they lock you in chains, and that's what you do all day. Gathering wood and such, they take you up to the exact same forest that you were there, except you're chained to a lot of the people, and you're always surrounded by 15, 16, 16 guards all the time. So you're in like little groups of like 5 and 6, and there's probably maybe about like 30 people all together, and they have saws and such, and they're just taking down wood. And you can immediately, all of you get the sense that they're just after resources immediately because they understand the difference. Whoever took on this plan, from your point of view, is what's intelligent. They're so far at least. They bring you. They eventually find out who you are and everything else. They bring you right to your workshop, and they actually put a team underneath you. They figure out that you're one of the better craftsmen, and you actually see who they give you is a couple. One of your assistants pops back up, and your two other assistants are somewhere else. But they also give you a couple of guys that you're like, oh wow, this guy's an expert in siege weaponry. This guy's an expert with working with I don't know, like furnaces or whatever like that. So they actually give you a couple of master craftsmen in your team. So you're like, immediately, that's cool, but what the hell am I building? Abyssia, they bring you actually to your tavern. They bring you to Smithy's Tavern. You see there is a huge hole in the roof, and there is 3 cannonballs now on the floor.
And lots of leaves.
Yes, and lots of,
leaves
and the leaves are all along the walls, on the tables and everything. It looks like the Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah.
In the fall.
And they put you in the back, and they start giving you things to make. And does your character have any experience cooking and such?
No.
Or in your backstory?
Well, my backstory, I took care of like my family, and when we left on the road together,
Okay.
I was the one. Yeah.
Okay, so you're pretty
I was
good
like
at it.
mothering. Yeah.
Okay, so you're pretty good at it, and you're actually doing the cooking and such. In the mines. And
I was just gonna say, in the mines, I would probably try to get a better position as far as like not just being like shackled up and like stuck in a hole, because
okay,
so
you see one of the guys when he's putting you into different spots, and they're actually at the point where they're assessing. Really quick, talk to me. Okay, you.
You know, I worked
Take a
in these
pick.
mines a long time.
All these guys work in the mines.
Yeah, well, you're gonna need people that know them and know where to get the best resources.
Tell me what it is exactly that you do here.
That's what I did here. That's exactly what I did here.
So what did you do? What's your position?
Oh, it's supervisor. Yes, that's my position.
Supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
So are you the one,
Supervisor.
Are you the one picking out
That's
the coal?
what I do. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Give me yes or no's, please.
Yes.
Are you the one getting the coal out of the ground?
No.
Okay. Are you the one that's in charge of the whole area of the mine?
Yes.
You're in charge of the whole area of the mine.
Mm-hmm.
Do we really need your job?
I think you do.
Why?
Because you need people that know these mines. You want to have a cave-in. You want to have people killed. You need people that with the experience and the knowledge of this area. You know, mining's dangerous. You want to get killed down here? I sure as hell don't. You want me to trust somebody that hasn't been here all this time, and I've been working these damn mines? You just come in here all of a sudden, and you want us to help the city? You want us to help your cause? You need me in charge down here. That's what you
Okay.
Very convincing. Here comes the
It was
one.
good. He made points.
20.
6.
What's it? Add your charisma.
Man.
5.
Come on, boy.
Okay. So you made good points, but you rolled so low. So here's what it is. Out of game, he doesn't like you, but you made a point. So he says, okay, I'll tell you what. We'll see how you do. We'll see how effective you are. And if not, you're on the chain gang with everybody else.
All right.
Okay.
So I actually have a question about said mines.
Finally, we talk about my favorite topic.
We do know that the mines go down to where the dragon's lair was, correct?
You know that.
You walked past it.
Yes.
Yes, you walked
That's
past
what
it.
I'm saying.
Him, yeah.
Yes, you walked past it. You saw it. You especially can memorize it because it's kind of like your thing. And he told you the story about what happened with the dragon, so you know.
Okay. So I turn around when I get up to my thing because I'm assuming I was near with him.
Yes.
All right. I turn around to the person that's giving out the jobs.
Same guy. Okay, turns to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Pick up a pick.
I don't think you want me picking up a pick.
Everyone wants to be the supervisor.
I don't want to be a supervisor.
Hey, Harry, everyone wants to be a supervisor. And no one wants to do the pick work. What should we do? Make them all supervisors?
What you need, though, is somebody that knows the lower mines.
The lower mines.
Like the...
He posted a map of the mines.
like the...
Where are the higher
Yeah,
minds?
it's definitely not on
Harry,
that.
do you see that there's a lower mines and a higher mines? I feel like all these guys are of the lower mines. Get it? Get it? If I wasn't a guard, I'd be a comedian,
Have
right?
you ever seen the Dragon's Lair? Have you ever been to the Dragon's Lair?
The Dragon's Lair.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need you to kill any dragons, halfling.
No, but you know it
Do
is
I hear him?
connected to said lair.
Do
what
I hear,
about it?
Do I hear him?
Yeah.
I know where it is too.
Okay, you're good. You already got your supervisor position. We don't need anything with the Dragon's Lair. What are we going to do there?
No, you don't. But what type of minions does he have down there? And I don't think you want to stumble into those minions.
Oh my god, this guy. Just get in line.
Oh my god.
You're dead.
Roll 20 to die. I will give you the roll, but he thinks you're ridiculous. After he already did this,
No.
just pushes you away.
Listen, you're little. You can escape
your
on your
face.
own. You don't need. You don't need
He
to
has
talk
expensive to escape anything, pretty much. He's like,
That's what I'm thinking. You don't need to talk your way out of this.
I don't want to talk my way out of it. I'm not trying to talk my way
I
out
want
of
to
it.
experience my way out of it.
I had a plan.
All right. Sorry.
And now it's gone.
No, not necessarily.
They take you into the government building, and you see there, and you see like these are like the uppity,
Just trying to get
higher
closer
official
to my
men.
plan without actually having
And he's like, "What is your name?
Findalar Lockdown.
What?
Findalar Lockdown.
And what is your profession?
I'm in real estate.
Do it.
And what is your favorite color?
You are in real estate.
Yes,
Are you not dressed as a wizard?
I am also.
You are telling me you are a arch real estater?
No, I wouldn't say.
real
I
You
wouldn't
are a
say,
magical real estatesman?
I wouldn't say arch, but yes, I have the abilities of a wizard.
Are
And
there many needs for magical casting
Well,
real estatemen
in
where you're from?
In the Elvenwoods, yes.
The birds agree.
But here, I want to help you out more in the real estate realm. I'm very experienced in finding new areas for people to live. I can help assess the town, what buildings are suitable for your troops, what buildings are suitable for your for any people that you might be bringing over on ships, which buildings might be dangerous, even though they may look well. I can assess the habitats, and I can try and find out.
Okay. I've got it.
Wait, no, I can keep going if you
No.
like.
I've got it. Listen, I'm intrigued by your skills, and I think we can use you. I'll tell you what. Give us a plan for where everyone's going to live and how it's going to work. So far, right now, we are going to barricade all of the houses except for the door. The windows we barricaded up. And we're going to be putting all the people there and also some of the warehouses. The rest of the warehouses will be used for goods. So if you have any good ideas, you put them down. Out of game. If you give me actually good ideas for them to run this city, it will help your situation. You know that.
Right.
Do all that. And also, when you're not doing that, you'll be helping out with the ravens coming in. We have many ravens coming in from all over the world. They want to know what's going on, and we're not going to be saying certain things, and we'll let you know what. If you do anything that is against the interests of the queen or the rook or the city, you will be killed.
Very well. I think it. I think at this point you should be warned that before you came.
Well, that sounds like a threat.
No. I think you should be aware that before you came, when I arrived to this city, I sent a raven to the Elven Wizard's Tower to let them know that I was here and that there was a problem. Unbeknownst, nothing related to this at all, but that there was supposed to be a certain magical item here, and it was not. So they may be aware that something is amiss here, but they're a month and a half away.
Well, I appreciate your honesty and your directness here. We'll look out for it. Okay, so take a seat right there.
Yep.
Okay, so everyone has their assignments. Welcome to Dungeons and Jobs.
Dungeon Jobs.
I'm so glad.
Everyone at home, for the next 6 weeks, you'll be watching ordinary people work ordinary jobs in a mythical place.
I feel like
That's
I've
it.
lived
I'm
this
out of
before.
here. I'm leaving.
They'll be filing
They'll be organizing.
They'll be underpaid.
They'll be underpaid. They'll be complaining by the copier.
I'm so glad I play a fantasy game to escape real life.
Wow.
You're gonna go home with your wife and be like, "How was work, honey?" "Oh man, I had to figure out where the gnomes were gonna live, and then I had to send a raven out to Ravensclaw, and that was confusing."
Very.
I have 6 meetings today.
2 were with real people, 3 were with the half giants.
You start
Why
getting
do they
confused.
CC me? I don't need this message. Stop CCing me on messages.
Okay, guys, so we just went over everyone's jobs, and it looks like you're going to live a mundane life for a little while. Time passes. How much time? I was going to make it a specific number, but I've decided to make it a number that I have no idea how much time. And here in the game, the more time that passes, the more things that happen in the world.
Oh boy.
Right.
So everyone, please roll a 1d6, and we will add it together, and that is how many days
Yay.
that we're going to expedite.
6.
1.
3.
1.
4.
Didn't get any of that. Let's go in order.
1.
6.
7,
3.
10,
1.
11,
4.
15, 16. My math skills are on point.
A-OK.
Well done.
Math core.
16. So we are 17 days from start. Okay, so 16 days later, you guys have become, we'll say, adept at your jobs, except for the ones that have already done that work before. Roll 20-sided die, and add in your... No, just scroll. Actually, you know what? Everyone do it. And add in your wisdom modifier. And this is how well you're doing at your job.
20. Natural 20.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Natural 20.
What? Yeah. We hit them at job rating. Yeah. I comment I
As
roll
soon as we
once.
start working for the Queen's Army, that's when we start
We're
rolling.
amazing.
1, 2, 4.
14.
It's good.
That's awesome.
Well, I rolled.
Keeping
I rolled
that
16, I'm
management
at
position.
13.
Okay, so figure 10 is your midpoint, so that's how well you're doing. What'd you get?
Who would have known? I have a 21 in the kitchen.
Yes.
Guys, I don't think you should be adventuring. I think you found your calling.
We are a mundane party.
What'd you get? 20. You got a 20 as well?
You rolled for
Unnatural.
So here's what happened. Real quick, we go through this. You rolled a 14. That's really good. And you see that they've been giving you some sort of contraption, which you have pretty much dubbed as like a gnomish tank.
Cool.
It is basically a cart that is being enclosed. They're using like steam technology, and they're putting like one single cannon in the front of it. Okay. And so far, you've made in this time 3.
Nice.
Your shop has made 3. You don't know what anyone in the shops are doing, but it's 3. You're actually very proud of it, and then you're also very upset
Right.
because you're making it. You're like the guy who built the Death Star. Did you build in a little thing to dismantle it? I'll let you think about that.
An Achilles heel, perhaps?
You go into the woods and you're just like, tree down, and you like chop the tree down and it falls down. That's how good you are. Because you rolled a natural 20, or you rolled a unnatural 20?
Unnatural.
Unnatural 20. So you're basically just sawing things down really quick. You're doing like probably like 3 or 4 trees above everybody else for the same amount of time. So you're just like killing it. They love you in there.
Is he whittling?
They weren't sure
Critical.
about you in the beginning, buddy.
Critical.
But thank God you get promoted.
This guy is managing the
Yes.
shit out of them.
He's finding like the sweetest
You get promoted
more.
because you bargained for it, and then you did it, and then you excelled at natural 20. So they put you up to a higher, and you're running a lot of the mine. I want to say you're like 3rd in the mine running it.
Cool.
Okay?
Do I have freedom like in the city at all, or like?
We'll talk about that in a
Okay.
second.
All right.
Brooke, you're killing it in the kitchen, and you're pretty much up there with like two other people, a guy and a girl, and you guys are just like running the kitchen, doing everything else, and like you've been taking charge and doing great.
Okay.
So, do you feel really proud of yourself right now?
Naturally.
Well, you should, because you work for the bad guy.
But I have.
Would you roll?
Bad good.
Sandwiches.
I rolled a 16, but it's actually a 13 with my modifier.
It's a 13, okay. Okay, so you were in the mines, you're doing okay, and you're doing fine. They have no problems with you, and you're doing You're one of the highlights of the employment here of the team, Thistle. You're one of the bright spots, but let's
I'd be trying to look out for him and like
You're Billy
make
Dreamer.
sure that he's like.
For anyone knows Kids in the Hall, you're Billy Dreamer.
Give me something useful.
Thistle Dreamer.
I would definitely be trying to aid him. By the way, like in
Do you?
Yeah, like making sure that like he doesn't have it too rough. Try to like.
Okay, roll 1d4 and add that to Vinny's score.
2.
2. Okay, you had 13, so 15. So you actually, we take that back. You're actually doing really, really well. You're at the top, and they like what you're doing.
Yay!
Like the cut of your jib.
So I rolled a natural 20 as well.
Natural 20.
Of
Okay.
course.
So you modify their whole plan of where to put them, and you actually make it so they can fit maybe like we'll say almost double the amount of space in the way you work it out.
Right.
You figure out to take down some walls like that. They're immediately impressed with you, and you can see they don't want to show you, but they're very impressed with you. Your letter comes in after that, and they read the letter, look at it, and he's like, you see him looking at it from far away, you don't know what it is, and then they give it to you, seeming like the letter is no big deal, and they actually hand you the letter. Okay.
Okay.
And this is 16 days in, where they work working every day like 8-10 hours, a day. They do that.
8 hours. Damn.
Whoa. Hey, look. Oh. It's tiring. It's tiring, all right? I want to hear you. I understand cutting down trees
They're
is
not
hard.
overworking you.
They're not overworking you.
I have a full-time job, guys. 8-10 hours sounds ridiculous.
They're working 8 hours a day.
No break.
You only get 1 hour lunch break, and only 4 50-minute breaks. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what that's like?
And all the wine and food and stuff you can eat and drink.
There's no napping pods.
You only get one free drink and only one sandwich at lunchtime.
It's like working for Facebook.
You only get medical, but you don't get dental.
Savages.
I also want to see if I can find out where surreptitiously where they are staying when they come back into town.
These guys?
Yeah. Like I know where Arky is, but like where are the people who are chopping wood? Where are they staying? Where are the coal people staying?
Sir, I'll tell you what. I will allow you 3 things that you want to know, and I'll tell you without a roll. 1, if it's within the grasp of what you can know. No, I'll tell you them being the locations of everybody. 1.
Okay.
You can ask me 2 more things.
Where is the rod?
The rod is, from what you think, is at all times on his person.
Okay.
And there's a couple of times the Rook has come in there. You've never talked to him.
Right.
But it's always on with him.
Okay.
And where he stays, which I'll put into that category, is on the ship he came in with. And it's a huge juggernaut ship.
Okay.
It's probably about 5 times the size of a galleon. It's mammoth, and it's in the middle of the whole fleet.
Okay. And then at night, when I'm by myself, I'm going to try and see if I can analyze what that energy was, what happened to me with that thing. Yeah, even if I can't know what it is, can I identify what type of energy or what it may have done to me. Like in general terms, if I can't get specific.
What do you do to do that?
I imagine it would be a lot of like, inner meditation and like using whatever I know about, magical abilities and trying to like, cast different spells and see if things are affected by it. Try and see if I can pull that mana out of me using like how I tap into my spell points.
What spells do you cast?
These are the spells that I can cast. So these are the ones I will try and cast. Mage Hand, Detect Magic, Read Magic, Minor Illusion, Firebolt, and Magic Missile.
Very good. Out of game. Tom, I have a separate section here. If you triggered it. You just triggered it. In the game, you're casting different things, and you cast Read Magic. I'm sorry, you cast Detect Magic. First, something lights up. You don't really quite notice it. And then as you're going through your spells, you cast Read Magic, and all of a sudden you realize that the letter given to you lights up.
Nice.